Imagine you're sitting in silence across a chessboard. No bathroom spotlight, no magnifying mirror, no product shelf screaming for attention. Just the board, the clock, and your opponent, recurrent blackheads. Tonight's video is Grandmaster Commentary. Not a routine, not a lecture, not a storybook, not a courtroom, not a weather report, not a mission briefing, not tech support. We're going to treat blackhead prevention like a chess match, where the goal isn't a flashy sacrifice or a one-move checkmate. The goal is to win the position over weeks. Stable skin, fewer clogs, fewer panic moves, fewer "why is it back" rematches. In chess, beginners lose by reacting to threats they don't understand. They chase pieces, they grab pawns, they make emotional moves. Grandmasters win by controlling squares, preventing tactics before they happen, and never letting the opponent dictate tempo. Blackheads thrive when you play beginner chess. You see a dot, you take it. You feel relief. Then you open your king and the opponent counters with irritation, redness, and recurrence. Prevention is Grandmaster chess. You control the board so the dot never becomes a tactical problem in the first place. Now, set the board. White pieces are you the operator. Black pieces are congestion, the system conditions that produce plugs. The pawns are small daily exposures. Friction, residue, wiping, touching, stress. The knights are unpredictable triggers. Travel knights, fatigue knights, event eve panic. The bishops are long diagonal influences. Hair product migration, mask lines, phone contact patterns. The rooks are structural elements, your barrier stability and your end-of-day clearance method. The queen is your mirror behavior, because mirror behavior can dominate the entire board if you let it. And the king? The king is comfort. If comfort is unstable, you will play badly. If comfort is stable, you can play calmly. That's your first Grandmaster principle. Protect your king. In skin terms, if your skin is tight, stinging, raw, or chronically flaky, you are in check. You cannot win while in check. If you try to attack blackheads while your barrier is compromised, you are like a player launching an attack while their king is exposed. It may look aggressive, but you'll lose to simple counterplay. So the first move is always king safety. Stabilize comfort, reduce irritation, stop self-inflicted checks. Now, what opening do most people play? They play the bathroom blitz. It goes like this. 1. E4. You see dots. C5. Black responds with anxiety. 2. Nf3. You lean in. D6, the mirror magnifies 3. D4, you squeeze. CXD4, redness appears 4. Knight XD4, you scrub. Knight F6, tightness, reactive behavior, and suddenly your position is a mess. You've traded short-term satisfaction for long-term vulnerability. The bathroom blitz is a trap opening. It wins a pawn and loses the game. We are not playing that. We are playing the stability system opening. It's quieter. It's positional. It doesn't look exciting in the first 5 moves, and that's why it works. The stability system opening begins with 3 moves that don't feel like doing something, but they control the center. 1. Control the light. This is like choosing an opening that avoids tactical traps. You do not evaluate your position under cursed conditions. Harsh lighting and magnification are like a faulty analysis engine. They exaggerate threats and push you into blunders. The Grandmaster move is to evaluate under normal daylight or consistent neutral conditions at scheduled intervals. You don't check your engine every minute, you check it reliably. That alone prevents a huge number of blunders, meaning squeezing and scrubbing done under emotional activation. 2. Control the exits at night. This is your rook development, structural, powerful, not glamorous. Every day you apply films, sunscreen, makeup, sweat film, environmental particles, hair drift. Those are like black pawns advancing. If you don't clear them at night, black controls more space. But here's the key. You don't clear them with violence. Scrubbing is like slamming your rook into a defended pawn. You might win the pawn, but you lose the rook. Your barrier gets damaged, and damaged barrier means your future moves are restricted by discomfort and inflammation. The correct move is method-based clearing. Dissolve and lift rather than abrade and punish. In chess terms, you want clean development, not sacrifice. 3. Control friction. This is your knight maneuver that prevents black's tactics. Friction is not dramatic, but it is positional dominance. Masks, straps, phone pressure, chin on hand, repeated wiping. These are black's bishops and knights poking at the same squares again and again. If you ignore friction, black builds a strong outpost in the chin and jawline, and you'll never dislodge it with product changes alone. The Grandmaster move is to reduce repeated contact and rubbing. You don't have to eliminate masks or phones. You reduce the repeated microfriction that creates inflammation and sticky shedding. That's prophylaxis. That's prevention. Now, with the opening established, we need to understand black's primary plan. Congestion does not win by one big move. It wins by accumulating small advantages. A little residue left at night, a little friction during the day, a little over-cleansing in the morning, a little mirror panic at night. Those are incremental advantages that become a plug. Then the plug becomes visible and you blunder. So you win by not giving incremental advantages away. That's why the best prevention feels boring. It's simply refusing to donate small advantages to the opponent daily. Let's go into mid-game, the phase where people usually get impatient and start throwing pieces. In mid-game, you might still see dots, especially in the nose. That's where many players tilt. They say, "My plan isn't working," and they start making wild moves, adding multiple exfoliants, pore strips, suction devices, harsh masks, intense scrubs, changing everything at once. That is chess tilt. In chess, tilt is when you abandon your plan because you want immediate emotional relief. In skin, tilt is when you chase a poreless nose under harsh light and you burn your barrier. The Grandmaster response is, do not confuse normal structures with losing the position. The nose is a high-traffic hub. Some visible dots are normal signatures of oil flow. They may refill quickly because the system is functioning. Trying to eradicate them completely is like trying to remove all pawns from the board so the center looks clean. You destroy structure and make yourself vulnerable. Your goal is reduced contrast, fewer raised plugs, calmer tone, fewer cycles of compulsion. That is winning, not 0 dots under a spotlight. Now, let's talk tactics because blackheads do have tactical moments, and you need to know them. Tactical moment 1, the tired night fork. This is when fatigue hits and you have two bad options. Skip everything, leaving heavy film, or scrub aggressively damaging the barrier. Both are losing moves. The Grandmaster finds the third move, a minimal, reliable end-of-day clearance that you can execute even when exhausted. In chess, this is like choosing a safe intermezzo instead of a forced blunder. The minimal clearance prevents residue from sitting at exits overnight without requiring high effort. It keeps your position intact. Tactical moment 2, the event eve sacrifice temptation. You have a big event tomorrow and you want perfect skin. Black offers you a poisoned pawn. Do a deep clean tonight. Squeeze, strip, scrub. You take it, and Black responds with the tactic. Redness, flaking, irritation more visible on camera than pores ever were. The Grandmaster declines the poisoned pawn. Calm skin photographs better than injured skin. Pre-event strategy is not aggression, it's comfort and even tone. Tactical moment 3, the mask line pin. This is when congestion keeps appearing along a friction line and you keep trying to treat the whole face chemically. That's like trying to attack on the king side while your queen is pinned. You must address the pin, reduce friction, reduce adjusting, avoid heavy sticky layers under occlusion, cleanse gently after prolonged wear. If you don't address the pin, you'll keep losing the same way. Tactical moment 4, the hairline skewer. Forehead bumps persist because hair products drift. You keep attacking the face with stronger cleansers. That's attacking the wrong piece. The skewer is upstream. Fix the border, keep heavy products away from the skin boundary, clear the hairline gently, then the forehead position improves. Now, the most important concept for winning this match is tempo. In chess, tempo is who gets to make threats and who is forced to respond. When you let mirror panic dictate your actions, Black owns the tempo. You respond emotionally, you make a blunder, and then you spend days recovering. When you follow a stable plan, gentle clearance, reduced friction, stable comfort, you take tempo away from Black. Black can't force you into bad moves if you don't react. That is how recurrence drops. Now we arrive at the endgame, long-term maintenance. Endgames are where grandmasters shine because they don't need fireworks. They need precision. Endgame in blackhead prevention is when you've reduced the big swings, and now you want stability across months through travel, stress, seasons, filming, and normal life. The endgame principle is keep your rooks active and your king safe. Translation, keep your end-of-day clearance reliable and non-abrasive, and keep comfort stable. Then keep friction under control in your known weak squares. Don't introduce chaos changes every week. If you want to adjust something, change one variable at a time and observe over a meaningful window. That's disciplined endgame play. Most people lose endgames because they get bored and start making random moves. Don't do that. Boring is how you win. Now, let's do a full Grandmaster commentary on a common position you might recognize. You sit down at night, your face has sunscreen and maybe makeup. The light is harsh, you see dots. Black is trying to provoke. Squeeze now. You pause. You step back. That's you refusing a trap. Then you moisturize enough to keep comfort stable king safety. Then you leave the mirror. That is you ending the opponent's initiative. The next day, you minimize unnecessary face touching, reducing friction. That is you preventing Black's counterplay. Repeat this pattern, and the opponent's resources shrink. Fewer inflammatory spikes. Fewer sticky shedding episodes. Fewer plugs reaching the surface. That is checkmate over time, not in one move, in a sequence. And here's the final truth. The one many people don't want to hear, but that wins the match. You cannot force checkmate on biology in 3 days without collateral damage. If you try, you'll sacrifice your king's safety and lose. But if you play for position, stable, comfort, clean exits, reduced friction, reduced mirror panic, you will win the long game. Your skin will still have pores because pores are anatomy, but it will have fewer recurring plugs, less dramatic contrast, less redness, less compulsion, and more peace. That is victory. Now, before we end, I want to give you a single grandmaster rule you can repeat when you feel the urge to make a bad move. I don't play tactical chess when I'm tilted. In skin terms, I don't squeeze, scrub, strip, or experiment when I'm emotionally activated by lighting and anxiety. I step back, I stabilize, and I make the next best positional move. Gentle clearance, comfort, protection, friction reduction. And then I let time do what it does best: compound. Because prevention is compounding. Calmness compounds into less touching compounds into less inflammation. Less inflammation compounds into smoother shedding. Smoother shedding compounds into fewer plugs. Fewer plugs compounds into fewer mirror crises. Fewer mirror crises compounds into a life where you don't spend your nights in a war room with your nose. That's the real win. Welcome to the Pore Transit Authority, Central Dispatch. This is the night shift, the hour when most congestion incidents happen, not because the system is bad, but because operators get tired, lighting gets harsh, and people start making emergency decisions based on noisy signals. I'm your dispatcher, Dr. Derm Railman, and tonight we're going to run your face like a rail network. Thousands of microstations, pores, each designed to move traffic, oil, and microscopic shedding outward, on schedule, without derailments, without jams, without the classic failure where someone storms the platform and starts ripping up tracks to fix a delay. If you've been stuck in blackhead cycles, you've been operating the network like a panicked commuter sprinting between platforms, yanking levers, blaming the trains when the real solution is dispatch discipline. Stabilize the timetable, clear the tracks, reduce vibration, and stop reacting to false alarms. We are not here to make all stations invisible. Stations are supposed to exist. We are here to reduce repeat delays, reduce platform chaos, and restore smooth throughput so the network runs quietly in the background of your life. Now, before we start routing trains, we define the anatomy of the system in rail terms. Each pore is a station with a tunnel line running upward. The cargo is twofold: the oil train, which runs continuously, and the shed train, a steady stream of microscopic fragments that are supposed to exit without clumping. When the line is smooth, both trains move through. When the line is irritated, the tunnel walls become like rough, sticky track ballast, debris clings, schedules slip, and the platform begins to accumulate a pile. If that pile reaches the surface platform, the top may appear darker due to exposure and contrast, and that's what people label blackhead. Most passengers, seeing a pile on the platform, scream "dirty station" and start scrubbing the entire building with industrial detergent. But in dispatch reality, the pile is not proof of moral failure. It is proof of throughput failure. And throughput failure has a short list of consistent causes: track damage, barrier instability, repeated vibration friction, and contact, lingering obstructions at station exits, residue persistence, and operator panic that triggers destructive emergency work, manual extraction, and harsh scrubbing. If you fix those, delays decrease. If you keep punishing stations, delays recur. That's our dispatch doctrine. Now, let's open the live control board. We have 3 key dashboards. Dashboard 1 is comfort pressure, showing whether the network infrastructure is stable or whether the rails are warped by irritation. Dashboard 2 is residue obstruction, showing whether films and layers are lingering at exits at night. Dashboard 3 is friction vibration, showing repeated mechanical stress in contact corridors like mask lines, chin resting, phone pressure, collar rub, and there's a 4th dashboard, dangerous, bright red, called mirror signal noise, which spikes when you inspect your face under harsh, magnifying lighting and interpret normal station features as disasters, leading to impulsive, destructive interventions. Tonight, we will control the system by controlling these dashboards, not by pulling trains off the tracks with brute force. First dispatch scenario: The operator is standing at the mirror and sees dots in the nose terminal. Nose terminal is a high-traffic hub. It has dense oil flow and naturally visible station architecture. Many dots in nose terminal are normal station signatures, not illegal activity. But the mirror lighting turns them into a crisis, and the operator triggers Emergency Work Order EWO-01. Squeeze and scrub. In dispatch terms, this is like a commuter storming onto the tracks and trying to push the train manually because it's late. It feels active, but it damages the rails and creates longer delays. So our first rule at Central Dispatch is a hard safety protocol. No track work during signal noise events. If mirror signal noise is high, meaning you are emotionally activated by harsh lighting, you do not perform manual extraction, you do not scrub aggressively, and you do not introduce new high-variance interventions. You step back from the platform. You change the lighting. You breathe out longer than you breathe in. You wait 60 seconds. Then you proceed with standard maintenance only. This is not mindfulness for its own sake. It is a safety rule that prevents destructive maintenance. In rail operations, you do not send crews onto tracks during a false signal alarm. You verify conditions. Skin deserves the same professionalism. Now, second dispatch scenario. Residue obstruction. This is the quiet saboteur. During the day, the operator applies protective coatings, sunscreen films, makeup layers, sweat film, environmental particulate, sometimes hair product drift near the hairline border. These are like freight containers placed near station exits. They are not inherently bad. They can be protective, but if they remain overnight due to rushed removal, they block the exit gates and reduce throughput. Many operators respond with abrasive cleaning crew, harsh detergent, hard rubbing, gritty scrubs. That is like clearing track debris with a bulldozer that also destroys the sleepers and bends the rails. Yes, you clear something, but you damage infrastructure and create chronic instability. Dispatch solution. Use the correct removal method, not increased force. We call this the dissolve and lift clearance protocol. Remove film like a professional crew that uses the right solvent and lifts debris without grinding it into the platform. When end-of-day clearance is reliable and non-destructive, station exits remain open, overnight maintenance runs smoothly, and fewer piles form. This is the highest leverage intervention for most people, because the network's overnight window is when throughput can normalize if you don't sabotage it with leftover obstructions or track damage. Third dispatch scenario. Friction vibration. Vibration is not glamorous, so passengers ignore it, but dispatch sees it everywhere. Masks rubbing the same corridor for hours, constant adjusting, phone pressure on one cheek, resting chin on hand, wiping sweat with sleeves, sleeping friction against fabric, helmet straps. These repeated vibrations create micro-inflammation, tiny track warps that change how the tunnel lining sheds and how material moves. In rail terms, vibration causes speed restrictions and slow zones. Slow zones create backups. Backups become piles. Piles become visible dots. And here's the core dispatch truth. You cannot fix a slow zone with more cleaning. You fix a slow zone by reducing vibration and restoring track stability. That means better fitting gear, less adjusting, gentler handling of sweat, press, blot rather than rub, cleaned contact surfaces, and avoiding heavy, sticky layers trapped under friction zones that trap moisture and increase shear. If your congestion clusters along a contact line, you're not dealing with random fate. You're dealing with a mechanical corridor problem. Fix the corridor. The schedule improves.